The mystery of the Templars hidden in plain sight. At the beginning of the 14th century, a wave of terrible events swept across Europe. The powerful spiritual knightly order of the Templars, once the pride and support of the Christian world, was accused of heresy and destroyed. The Grand Masters and Knights were subjected to torture and burned at the stake. It seemed that the legendary order had vanished into thin air. However, according to ancient legends, not all Templars were exterminated. A part of them, those most initiated into the Order's secret knowledge, managed to escape and hide from persecution. Since then, they continue to exist in absolute secrecy, hiding in plain sight. The first hint of this was the mysterious death of the last Grand Master of the Templars, Jacques de Molay, in 1314. Before his execution, he allegedly uttered prophetic words, predicting the demise of King Philip the Fair and Pope Clement V within a year. On March 18, 1314, the people of Paris gathered to witness a grim spectacle, the execution of Jacques de Molay, the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar. Accused of heresy, blasphemy and other unspeakable crimes, de Molay was sentenced to be burned alive at the stake. His order had been accused of heresy and destroyed by the command of King Philip IV the Fair. Hundreds of Templar knights had been tortured and burned at the stake. The crowd of Parisians watched with a mix of horror and curiosity. De Molay was dressed in a white tunic with the famous Red Cross of the Templars. His gaze was firm and resolute. The executioner read the sentence, accusing the Grand Master of blasphemy and witchcraft. Then he asked if de Molay wished to say anything last. The Templar nodded and spoke loudly, addressing the crowd. King Philip and Pope Clement V have caused great injustice to the Order of the Templars. They have taken our wealth, spilled innocent blood, and desecrated our ideals. But I swear that within a year both will stand before the Supreme Judge for their misdeeds. The executioner grimaced and swung to strike de Molay, but he continued undeterred. These are not just words. This is the ancient curse of the Templars. The king and the pope will soon die, and the order will rise again like a phoenix from the ashes. As the flames began to lick at his feet, Jacques de Molay remained defiant, insisting on his innocence and the innocence of his order. With his last breath, he called out to God to witness his suffering and to curse those who had brought about his unjust death. Legend has it that as the fire consumed his body, a strange and unsettling phenomenon occurred. Witnesses reported seeing a ghostly figure rise from the flames, a spectral knight clad in the white mantle of the Templars. The apparition hovered above the pyre for a moment before vanishing into the smoke, leaving the onlookers stunned and terrified. And indeed a year passed, and the incredible happened. King Philip IV and Pope Clement V both died suddenly, one after the other, under mysterious circumstances. Did the curse of the Grand Master of the Templars come true? Or was it just a coincidence? The mystery remains unsolved to this day. According to legend, a part of the Templars, along with their immeasurable wealth, fled on mysterious ships and disappeared into a mysterious sanctuary. It is believed that this could have been the remote Scottish islands, the Swiss Alps, or even North America, where the Templars arrived long before Columbus. Since then, the order has gone deep underground, becoming one of the most closed and powerful secret organizations in history. Its members preserved ancient relics and artifacts, safeguarded priceless knowledge and secrets, passed down from generation to generation. In 2018, a group of climbers traveling through a remote valley in the Swiss Alps stumbled upon the strange ruins of an ancient settlement. Among the ruins, they discovered stone-carved symbols resembling Templar crosses. According to local legends, a group of Templars once hid in these mountains after the destruction of their order in 1307. While exploring the abandoned settlement, the climbers suddenly began to suffer one by one from unexplained bouts of nausea, dizziness, and hallucinations. Soon, several people from the group mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Rescuers were sent to search for the missing people, but they were met with an even more ominous discovery. In a deep crevice in the rocks, they found the remains of the missing climbers, and nearby, the entrance to a vast underground labyrinth of tunnels and caves. Descending underground, the rescuers stumbled upon skeletons of people in knightly armor, surrounded by ritual symbols and artifacts. It seemed that the Templars had used this place as a refuge. The remaining survivors among the climbers were also found there, and were urgently evacuated. However, the most disturbing discovery was the numerous traces of a mysterious black substance seeping from the cracks in the rocks. One theory being that this substance caused the bouts of nausea, dizziness, and hallucinations. Local authorities took emergency measures to isolate the area. Throughout the centuries, the Templars operated from the shadows, directing the course of historical events. They were behind many revolutions, wars, and coups. Their influence extended to monarchs, politicians, bankers, and heads of religious denominations. According to theories, the Templars contributed to the French Revolution, the First and Second World Wars, and the creation of the Federal Reserve System of the USA. Their trace is found in the activities of powerful secret societies like the Illuminati, Freemasons, and the Skull and Bones Order at Yale. But most astonishingly, the Order of the Templars is said to exist to this day, continuing to influence global processes. Its members, hiding behind the mask of ordinary people, occupy key positions in governments, corporations, banks, and intelligence services of different countries. Their hallmarks are considered to be certain gestures, symbols, signs which can be discerned with careful observation. The Red Cross of the Templars appears in the most unexpected places, from architecture to popular logos and brands. Many researchers are convinced that modern Templars possess immeasurable wealth accumulated over the centuries. They control global financial flows, determine the fates of states and peoples, subjugating even presidents and monarchs to their will. Rumors persist that legendary artifacts such as the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, the Spear of Destiny, and other relics possessing truly mystical power are still kept in the secret residences of the Templars. They are the source of the Order's power. The Templars are surrounded by mysteries and legends about strange rituals, occult practices, contacts with otherworldly forces. They are said to possess abilities such as clairvoyance, immortality, and the ability to move through space and time. Despite the fantastical nature, theories about the modern existence of the Templars are not without foundation. They are fueled by numerous finds of artifacts, documents, secret messages encrypted in historical monuments and works of art. Professor Smithson carefully placed the ancient tome on the table in his office. This book, recently discovered in a secret chamber of an old castle in Scotland, was the clue he had been missing to unravel the greatest mystery of the Templars. Years of research, deciphering hundreds of encrypted messages, studying artifacts and architectural monuments, all this led him to understand that the Order of the Templars did not disappear after its destruction in 1312. Moreover, it continued to exist in the strictest secrecy over the centuries, passing its knowledge from generation to generation. The record spoke of the existence of the greatest relic of the Templars, a certain artifact of incredible power, capable of changing the course of all human history. In 2001, a mysterious tomb with the remains of Templars was discovered in France, containing encrypted messages. And in 2017, archaeologists unearthed a hidden tunnel under the ruins of the Templar fortress in Jerusalem, leading in an unknown direction. Therefore, theories that the Order of the Templars did not disappear but continues to exist in the strictest secrecy, hiding in plain sight, seem quite plausible. Perhaps this enigmatic organization still guards its priceless treasures and knowledge, protecting them from prying eyes. And who knows, maybe one day the Templars will emerge from the shadows and reveal their secrets to the world. Or they will forever remain in the shadows like ghosts, watching over humanity and influencing the course of history.